Hey, what's up, y'all? It's been a while, hasn't it been? I want to make a video very quick. Small video. Might take a while, but I'm gonna get to the details. A couple days ago, I was just walking by, and college just started again, and as I was walking by to my car, some jogger came up and bumped me, and it was an accident, and the guy immediately apologized, like a lot, like saying that I didn't mean to offend you, I didn't mean to be racist or anything like that stuff, and I was confused because he just bumped me by accident. That's really it, and it got me confused easy enough, and I just told him, what, how the hell you offended me or anything like that, and he's like, nothing, man. I'm just not trying to get in trouble, and that's it. And so I heard that, and this is becoming a common thing nowadays, where white people are treated like criminals nowadays. They're constantly doing stuff that are purposely enough hurting white people for no reason, and it's something that I don't understand why until I look into it a little further, and it was just a bunch of bullshit. Easily enough, they brought up slavery, they brought up the Nazis for some reason, like all a bunch of bullshit. Easy enough. Sure, don't get me wrong, slavery was not that good, but that was just like what 3% of it, and that was like the mega rich, and not to mention and of course these people don't mention this part where black people did send other black people to America, to rich folks. Easy enough, those black people in Africa were working with white people pretty much, but that's a whole different story for me. But the thing is, I want to bring up is that I hate this narrative where I'm allowed to be racist to white people, and if a white person is racist to me, I can pretty much, beat him up or do worse to him, and obviously enough, I get praises for that for some reason. And it's something that I don't really understand, because I like white people. White people are good. I mean, sure, where I live, some of them are kind of lazy. No offense, but still, I don't get why the hell white people is now the target for harassment, racism, fascists, and it's becoming a common thing nowadays where black people go around and just beat up white people just because. And where I live in Huntsville, Alabama, there's a lot of black people are just absolute the worst. They're just a bunch of crazy people, easy enough. And I could go on a rant about this, but I'm not going to. But the one thing I'm starting to see is that where where black people will constantly attack white people, and if a white person fights back, it's now a racism thing. Easy enough. And not only that, but at the same time, they always bring up slavery, they always bring up the Nazis, all this shit, and I don't understand why though. I'm like, dude, that shit ended a long time ago. And not to mention, like, didn't like Native Americans, because they always bring up stolen, like saying that, oh, white people stole the land. Like, didn't like the natives like stole the other people's land before them? Didn't black people stole other black people? Didn't like the Asians did something else? And like same thing with Latinos as well. I mean, a lot of minorities groups, including white people, were back then, and to this day, it's still going on to this day, have done a lot of heinous shit. But for some reason, we have to specifically target the white people because it's easy for them to say that than other groups of race. And I think the reason why is that they don't want to be labeled as a racist if they bring up, oh, like black people's history, before black people's history, or like, the worst thing imaginable, or even like, Arabs, Latinos, or anything like that stuff. But it's fine when they bring up white people and their history. Easy enough. And there's something I want to say for white people is that they need to stand up to themselves at this point, because they have been they are basically punching bags at this point. They are push, shoved, called names, all this shit, and it's tiring. And a lot of people are tired of this. Easy enough. And And I saw this clip from AOC, that socialist person, whatever her name is. I will make a video about socialism, possibly in like a couple of minutes. But I saw her talking about how, like saying that, black people created democracy, and I'm like, what kind of fucking logic is that? And so and she made some comments about white people, and I'm like, buddy, why the fuck you making comments about white people? Did she like get adopted by white people easy enough in a rich family? And I will bring up socialism eventually, but still though. And then we have someone like Hassan Piker saying that, white women, white young women, it's fine to get raped if they're failures in life, because they have a lot of money apparently. And that's something disgusting, easily enough. And it's something that I don't understand why the hell these people acting this way. And all I'm going to say is that white people need to start standing up for themselves. They need to stand up for themselves, because these people are going to harass them easily enough. And so that's really it for me. And by the way, I will make a little bit more videos later on in life. But yeah, this is just something I want to say because of that interaction I had with the jogger who was white, and he bumped into me by accident, and made me research about why is this happening easily enough. And it's just so stupid in my opinion, easily enough. Like, really it is. And by the way, these people like the Democrats and like these Democratic Socialists of America are saying that how white people are these devils or into that shit, saying that, they are these problems, yet they expect them to vote for them continuously. And the other white people, suicide people that want to see the white race to die, they're just a bunch of suicidal people, pretty much, in my opinion. Because if they say that, then yeah, they're just suicidal. They just want to destroy everything before they take their own lives, pretty much. That's how I see it, in a way. If you tell like a suicidal white person if black people should stop reproducing, they're gonna literally make they're gonna make like a book. Let's be honest, they're gonna make a fucking book about how it's fine for them, but it's not okay for white people to continue reproducing. And yeah, and I hope to this day that white people are going to be treated like equal eventually, because the white people nowadays are being treated like the inferior class or into that shit. Easy enough, especially with Islam. And I will make a video about Islam as well and its religion. But still though, that's really it to this day. Any white people who is watching this video, stand up to yourself. Do not fall immediately to these radical, extremist, desperate losers, in my opinion. And this is coming from a minority who is a Mexican. I support you guys. I think you guys are the great. Everybody's flawed, but at the end of the day, we're people. Have a good day, y'all. Bye-bye.